Good morning, students. As in our last class, we have done the reading of our chapter quality. We have completed the chapter. Now it's turn to do exercises a little bit because it is supposed from you to write it in your notebook and let it be checked by the teachers from your school. I will only share the textual question answers along with the writing portion. I will not share working with language with you because working with language portion will be properly done if we will sit face to face and we will discuss a little bit. Because without discussion, if I will only share the answers of working with language with you, I don't think that it will be beneficial for you. So let's see the textual questions. The first is, what was the author's opinion about Mr. Gessler as a bootmaker? Now, in the author's opinion, Mr. Gessler was a master craftsman who loved his work. He put his heart and soul in his trade to make the best boots in town. These boots were beautiful and long lasting. That's a very good answer. You can write this answer. The second question is, why did the author visit the shop so infrequently? The boots that Mr. Gessler made for him lasted so long and wore so well that the author did not need new pairs for a long time. Thus, he could visit the shop only when he had to order more boots, which was after long intervals of time. The third question is, what was the effect on Mr. Gessler of the author's remark about a certain pair of boots? Now, when the author once remarked that a certain pair of boots he made for him creaked, Mr. Gessler expressed a disbelief because he was confident of his products. He was doubtful that the author might have got the boots wet. He also asked the author to bring the boots to him for examination and offered to cancel any charges for it if they could not be set right. What was Mr. Gessler's complaint against big firms? Now, Mr. Gessler was quite critical of big firms because they sold inferior quality boots using white publicity. They sold their boots by advertisements. They also took away work from genuine bootmakers who delivered quality products. Last question from working with the text is, why did the author order so many pair of boots and did he really need them? You may write this answer that when Mr. Gessler told the author that he had no work to do, the author felt a great sympathy for him. It was out of his sympathy that he ordered many pairs of boots. In fact, the author did not need them. So this is the set of question answers from 1 to 5 of this chapter. You can obviously write this one. Now moving forward, let's see the writing portion of your this particular chapter, which is you can see that based on the following points write a story. यहाँ कुछ पॉइंट्स दिए हुए हैं, इन पॉइंट्स को आधार बना करके आपको एक स्टोरी लिखना है. ठीक है, तो आप देख सकते हो इस स्टोरी में क्या हो सकता है. सो स्टूडेंट्स, ये जैसा कि आप देख पा रहे हो राइटिंग पोर्शन जो क्वेश्चन है इसमें रीड ऑन द फॉलोइंग पॉइंट्स, बेस्ड ऑन द फॉलोइंग पॉइंट्स राइट ए स्टोरी. तो यू हैव टू राइट ए स्टोरी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द गिवन पॉइंट्स. ठीक है, तो ये आंसर मैं आपके साथ शेयर कर रहा हूँ. यू मे राइट इट इन योर नोटबुक. लास्ट month my aunt decided to visit her parents and uncle was alone at home. He felt hungry and started cooking some vegetables on the stove. In the meanwhile, he thought he would clean his bicycle outside. He forgot to put oil in the vegetables and went outside. Suddenly, the neighbor called out him and told him he could smell something burning. Uncle remembered he had put some vegetables on the stove to cook and ran inside to the kitchen. He put the oil he had in his hand into the vegetables. He then realized that it was machine oil he had put in instead of cooking oil. The whole dish was ruined and uncle went hungry that day. So ये आप लिख सकते हो. ठीक है. Now अब देखो, we are starting our new poem, Trees. Take a few minutes to tell one another the names of trees that you know or have heard of. Mention the things trees give us. Then read this poem about trees. पढ़ते हैं. Trees are for birds, trees are for children, trees are to make tree houses in, trees are to swings on, trees are for the wind to blow through, trees are to hide behind in hide and seek, trees are to have tea parties under, trees are for kites to get caught in, trees are to make cool shade in summer, trees are to make no shade in winter, trees are for apples to grow on and pears, trees are to chop down and call timber, trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint, trees make fathers say, what a lot of leaves to wreck this fall. So students, ये जो पोएम हमने पढ़ी इसका मतलब थोड़ा समझा दूँ आपको कि पेड़ जो होते हैं वो हम सभी के लिए बहुत बहुत उपयोगी होते हैं. ट्रीज बर्ड्स के लिए उपयोगी होते हैं क्योंकि बर्ड्स जो होती हैं वो ट्रीज पर अपना घोंसला बनाती है. ट्रीज जो बहुत बड़े आकार के होते हैं वहाँ पर कुछ लोग ट्री हाउसेस भी बनाते हैं. ट्रीज पर झूले बच्चे डाल करके झूलते हैं. ट्रीज से हवाएं बहती है, मीन्स हवा ज़्यादा बहाने में ट्रीज का योगदान होता ही है. ट्रीज के पीछे, पेड़ों के पीछे छुप करके बच्चे लुका छिपी का खेल भी खेलते हैं. ट्रीज पर टी पार्टीज होती है, चाय की पार्टीज होती है. ट्रीज पर जो है काइट्स अक्सर अटक जाती है, पतंगे अक्सर ट्रीज में अटक जाती है. ट्रीज हमें गर्मी में ठंडक पहुंचाती है, छाया देती है. पेड़ हमें विंटर में छाया नहीं देते. इसका मतलब ये है कि विंटर में पेड़ में, चूँकि विंटर में होता क्या है कि सूरज की किरणें जो होती है वो बहुत धीमी होती है और इस कारण से अक्सर छाया नहीं मिलती. ट्रीज़ हमें एप्पल्स देते हैं, पियर्स देते हैं, अलग अलग प्रकार के फल देते हैं. ट्रीज आर टू चॉप डाउन एंड कॉल्ड टिम्बर. ट्रीज जो है अगर उसको काट दिया जाए तो उससे हमें टिम्बर यानी कि लकड़ियाँ मिलती है जिससे हम फर्नीचर वगैरह बनाते हैं. अक्सर पेड़ों को देख करके माएँ कहती है कि खूबसूरत सी पेंटिंग है, इसको बना लो. और पिता अक्सर ट्रीज को देख के बोलते हैं कि इसमें से न जाने कितने सारे पत्ते गिरे हैं. तो ट्रीज हमें कुल मिलाकर के बहुत सारी चीज़ें देती है. तो इसलिए ट्रीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस, वेरी यूजफुल फॉर अस, एंड वी शुड रेस्पेक्ट एंड प्रिजर्व द ट्रीज. नाउ लेट्स डू the exercises of this particular chapter. You can see working with the poem में what are the games or human activities which use trees or in which trees also participate. ठीक है, तो आप लिख सकते हो कि children swing on trees and play hide and seek behind their trunks. They also make tree houses to play in. People sit under them to rest and receive their cool shade. Tea parties are held under them. We use trees to get fruits and timber. Painters draw their pictures and poets sing their praise. In number 2, it has been asked that trees are to make no shade in winter. What does this mean? Some trees remain bare in winters by shedding their leaves. Thus they give no shade and let sunshine come through. The line before it tells about how trees are laden with leaves to give cool shade in summers. The second question is, trees are for apples to grow on or pears. Do you agree that one purpose of a tree is to have fruit on it, or do you think this line is humorous? So yes, there is no doubt that the main purpose of a tree is to have the fruits on it. So I think that this line is not humorous. With the help of your partner, try to rewrite some lines in the poem or add new ones of your own as in the following examples. Trees are for birds to build nests in, trees are for people to sit under. Now try to compose a similar poem about water or air. इसका आप आंसर लिख सकते हो. Trees are for birds to build nests in, trees are for people to sit under, trees are for children to play and climb, trees are to pluck fruits from, trees are for squirrels to scurry about, trees are for us to take care of. Trees are for all creatures to say, oh, what a lovely gift of nature trees are. Similar poem on air is for all creatures to breathe in, air is for birds to fly in, air is to float up balloons in, air is for kites to soar up in, air is for fragrances to bring in, air is for seeds to spread in, air is for drying our sweat in, air is for us not to see but to feel, live and flourish in. So this is the exercises of this particular poem. Now, what are mangrove forests? Mangrove is a name commonly used for varieties of shrubs or trees growing in the muddy swamps of tropical coasts and estuaries. Mangrove produce tangled roots that grow above the ground. They produce new trunks and thus rapidly form a dense growth. Mangrove timber is impervious to water and is resistant to marine worms. So this is all about your student, these two chapters. Today we have done the exercise of your chapter quality, and also we have read a new poem which is trees, and after reading the poem trees we have also done the exercises of your poem trees. Now one thing I want to say, that if you have been asked to write something in your notebook as a homework, then I think that you must try do something which I am willing to give you as your homework. होमवर्क मैं आपको कुछ देना चाहता हूँ, और मैं ये मानता हूँ कि अगर आपको कुछ होमवर्क देता हूँ राइटिंग पोर्शन में तो आप करोगे. So students, note down your homework from my side in writing for you. Based on chapter 5 quality, I want to give a particular question from my side. The question is, write the summary of the chapter quality in 100 words. So ये आप होमवर्क नोट करो बच्चों. आपका होमवर्क है कि आप चैप्टर जो क्वालिटी चैप्टर है, क्वालिटी चैप्टर की जो समरी है, यानी उसका जो सारांश है, वो सारांश आपको लिखना है, और ये आपको जो है करना है किसमें, ये आपको करना है 100 वर्ड्स, यानी मैक्सिमम मतलब 100 वर्ड्स मतलब अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 10 लाइन्स. 10 लाइन में आप अपने शब्दों में, इन योर ओन वर्ड्स, यू नीड टू राइट द समरी ऑफ द क्वालिटी. ये आपका मेरी तरफ से दिया हुआ आपको ये पहला होमवर्क है आज का, और मेरी तरफ से एक और होमवर्क मैं आज आपको देने जा रहा हूँ. मेरी तरफ से जो और एक होमवर्क आपको मिलने वाला है, उस होमवर्क को आप ज़रा गौर करो और नोट कर लो. दूसरा आपका जो होमवर्क है वो ये है कि जैसे कि पोएम के टेक्सचुअल क्वेश्चन में जो 3rd नंबर हम लोगों को जो ये अभी मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया था, जो 3rd नंबर आप देख पा रहे हो स्क्रीन में, ये एयर के बारे में पोएम जैसे मैंने शेयर किया. नाउ योर अनदर होमवर्क फॉर टुडे फ्रॉम माय साइड इज कंपोज ए सिमिलर पोएम अबाउट वाटर. समझ गए बात? तो पहला क्वेश्चन तो ये है आपका चैप्टर 5 क्वालिटी से कि राइट द समरी ऑफ द चैप्टर क्वालिटी इन 100 वर्ड्स. दूसरा क्वेश्चन है कि कंपोज द सिमिलर पोएम एज ट्रीज की तरह एक सिमिलर पोएम आपको कंपोज करना है ऑन वाटर के ऊपर आपको एक पोएम लिखना है. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा आप 8 लाइन्स लिख. write 8 lines, I mean 8 lines of the poem on the topic water. कोशिश करना कि ये जो पोएम आप लिखोगे इसमें राइमिंग वर्ड हो। लास्ट में अगर राइमिंग वर्ड क्रिएट होता है, लास्ट में अगर राइमिंग वर्ड क्रिएट होता है तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली माना क्या जाता है, राइमिंग वर्ड अगर क्रिएट होता है तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो पोएम माना जाता है। तो विदाउट द राइमिंग वर्ड्स इट विल नॉट बी ट्रीटेड एज द पोएम। समझ गए बात? तो इस तरह से आज मैं आपको यहीं तक पढ़ा रहा हूँ। आज आपका जो है वीडियो ये मैं यहीं पर ख़त्म कर रहा हूँ। फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ स्टूडेंट, आपको मैंने देखो चैप्टर 5 क्वालिटी और ट्रीज़ के एक्सरसाइज तो शेयर करवा दिए, वो तो आपको देख देख के करने हैं। आफ्टर राइटिंग ऑब्वियसली द वर्ड मीनिंग्स, पोएम की वर्ड मीनिंग लिखनी नहीं है। और ये जो है, समझ पा रहे हो, ये जो है 2 क्वेश्चन जो मैं दिया हूँ ये दोनों भी आपको करना है। दिस इज़ नॉट गिवन इन योर टेक्सचुअल क्वेश्चंस और एज ए एक्सरसाइज, ये मैं अपनी तरफ से दे रहा हूँ जस्ट टू चेक दैट whether you can write the summary of quality in your own words in 10 sentences and whether you can create a poem on water of maximum 8 lines, ठीक है, which should have the rhyming words. That's all for today students. Stay at home, stay safe, and thank you very much.